single father taking care of a daughter on Christmas. Like, you're built for a Hallmark romance.
Oh, okay.
Just some busy city gal from Omaha, just way too caught up in her work, and you teach her how to like be down to just down to earth a little more, being a single dad.
Okay. Yeah.
You're built for that Hallmark love story, dude, and you just won't let it happen because you're a Grinch.
I'm not a Grinch. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Well, you got to just let love in, dude, and let it make your heart grow 3 sizes too big. And then you die early like every man does in a relationship,
Yeah,
because
cardiac arrest
love
is a
kills
bitch.
you. Love slowly kills you, folks.
And if it doesn't, the drinking to curb that hatred will.
It's love juice. If I don't drink this, honey, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
Hey, I'm not drinking whiskey. We know. We're still making love tonight. Don't worry. It's 2 for 1 on vodkas.
The doctor says my blood pressure's high because of all this drinking. Well, my heart's big, full of love, and it needs to pump more blood. That's why it's such high blood pressure.
You were saying I needed blood thinners. What do you think this is doing?
This is natural fermented blood thinners.
The way God intended it. I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
This is as like holy as I get. It's as close as wine. Okay. Jesus drank wine. I drink spirits too.
Yeah, it's heart healthy wine. Don't you know this? A glass a day does
I
the
am
body
one
good.
with the Holy Spirit of vodka.
It started out with love, and it just keeps going. It just AA excuses for love.
I love your sister now too.
Listen, I can finally have enough capacity to love your family members, and I fucking hate them.
Oh, it's the worst. I still stabbed your dad, but everybody else.
Well, he shouldn't have been cheating at Domino's. I know that motherfucker was cheating.
And it was so, I just had all those beer bottles around. It was so tempting. Yeah. I've always wanted to do it, just like the movies.
Yeah. Anyway, so you went on a date.
Yeah.
What happened on said date?
Okay, so the best thing is, I love your spontaneousness.
Spontaneous?
Well, she said it with...
That's not a word, I don't think, spontaneousness.
Well, she said it with something, spontaneity, like something ality after it.
You're Mr. Spontaneity. The match made for miscongeniality.
Oh, no. But... So she said this word. That's why I was like, I don't know if it's a word. I love how spontaneous you are would have made sense to me, but that word really stuck out. But the following line, so the comma, here comes the rest of it. Oh, I just hope you plan this out. And I'm like, wait,
dude, that is. That is woman logic 101 right there.
Oh,
I love how spontaneous you are, but also, is there a plan to your spontaneousness?
No, there's nothing. We're going down to this pool hall, drink some drinks, play some pool, little grab ass.
Oh, dude, that's women love to act like it's spontaneous, but they don't want it spontaneous. They want you to act like you thought of this all on the spot. And you're just kind of like naturally driving by like, oh, let's check that out. But in reality, they wanted you to go fucking through and dot every I and cross every T. But you have to play like you just came up with it on a whim. Well, why is that?
And their spontaneousness is in lies, okay? Oh my God, I haven't done this in forever. This is going to be so much fun.
I normally don't do this on the first date.
Yeah, that's a famous one.
Wow, I love how spontaneous you are, babe.
Yeah. Love how spontaneous you are with me and every other guy that's came before.
Yeah. Yeah, but they love that act. They want you to really put in... Why do dudes... They're required to also have a thespian-level acting ability. And also to please a woman on a date.
Yeah, I generally,
not even sexually.
Before I go on a date, I've taken this thing of watching movies and picking a character and watching that movie 2 times before and be like, I'm him today. And then I leave. So I've done the Owen Wilson, wow thing a lot.
Yeah, I've just been really pulling out the playbook from the Wedding Crash. Like that's you just pulling out movies. Like, who am I gonna? I'm gonna do Adam Sandler 50 First Dates. This one's a little complicated though. Now I have to follow this woman around and stalk her to make a videotape for a while.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm not pulling off that commitment because the 30 days in jail will really hurt.
Although maybe the girl will be into that. I mean, girls love these prison dudes. It seems.
Oh
like.
yeah, 30
They love
days
these
after
prison-
lockup or love after
Yeah,
lockup.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think you'll be.
I'll get a pen
if
pal.
anything, that's actually a perfect way to ghost a girl for a little bit because you know how all
I was
these
in jail.
quote unquote love gurus
Mm-hmm.
online nowadays, these Sigma love gurus, they talk about how you need to, you talk to a woman and then you get affection from her and then you back off by like 60% and start like dismissing her. If you get arrested and just go to county for a while, that's gonna rocket you to the front of her
Yeah,
list
that whole
because you're ignoring
I
her.
love that whole Sigma thing where people are like, this is Sigma as fuck. I'm like, no, you guys are idiots. You just now realized how Latins fucking just lay pipe left and right? They've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
This is their Karma Sutra you're stepping into. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's also funny, the Sigma thing, we've talked about it before, but all the dudes who are trying to be Sigma now, the whole definition of in like how they're trying to be, you can't just like become Sigma or like become, I don't know, it's not a mindset. Not everybody can be it. The reason all these people are following these dudes who are pitching this are following them because they're followers.
Yeah, the sheep.
Exactly.
So
I
can't use an Android phone.
If you wanted to be an alpha or a sigma, the whole thing would be don't follow what that guy says
Yeah,
at all.
if you were either one of those supposed things that they've labeled, which is my favorite because they're probably like, brands suck. I want to be a Sigma.
You got to build your own brand.
Yeah, but first you got to get an LFC, and then you get a bank loan, and then from that bank loan you put that into diversify.
Everybody should start their own clothing company and buy blank T-shirts from my company that I sell blank T-shirts with, and then build your own brand.
Yeah, exactly. You're guaranteed to make millions.
Speaking of which, go to punninggame.com and get yourself some nice merch, guys. This holiday
Check
season.
it out.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm not also a piece of shit, everybody. I realize what I do.
That's right. I'm not above porking a 90-year-old lady that's won the lottery to win that sweet inheritance. I will go
Not
in there.
above it at all.
Dude, my Swiffer dick will be in there knocking off cobwebs left and right.
So you spontaneously took her to a pool hall, but then she also wanted to know that you were
So in other words, that was
planning
like
the date.
Yeah, I read that. Here's how I internalized that comment.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it here. I get it. I picked something I want to do.
Right.
It's like, hey,
Well, you told me it's up to me.
Yep.
And I'm not doing this whole roundabout and throwing out 50 suggestions on what to do. I'm just going to go do what I want.
yeah, I found out what she was wanting to do later, which is go see Christmas Vacation in the theater. Fuck you. That's on my TV. I'll save $30.
Yeah, and also that's your first date. You're gonna go to a place where you don't even look at each other. You just stare at a giant screen.
It's the worst.
That's a weird first date. That's a terrible.
No, and
first date.
that's the whole thing. I was like, pool hall, great. We're playing a game. Plus, when you're not playing, guess what you're doing? You're staring at the other player, watching everything that's going on. You're like hyper focused on each other the whole time. I'm like, actually, hey, it's weird, but it's actually perfect.
Right.
They just
And
don't
plus,
let
you get to see how she handles a phallic object.
Yeah, not well. And guess what? That translated. So, gentlemen out there, pool halls, wow, they need to bring them back because they do something.
Who is this?